Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. We raced Friday night. Saturday, had a lot of other stuff to do. So we didn't end up racing Deep South Saturday. Getting my days confused. Next week, as far as I know, is Friday nights at Deep South. Saturday and Sunday are going to be at Southern Raceway. So we'll be running all weekend next week. So that should be really good. Other than that, yesterday in the morning, I woke up pretty early, right around 6:30 in the morning. I came out here, I washed the trailer. And short story, I had to borrow my neighbor's truck. My truck's out of commission at the moment. I gotta fix that today. So yeah, it just seemed like everything happened. I planned on racing Friday and Saturday this week, but Thursday on my way home from work, we broke down on that, or I broke down on that. I kept the serpentine belt shredded. I got a bad pulley, a couple other things, getting some stuff ordered for that so I can make it to work tomorrow. But anyway, so I had to go borrow Donnie's truck. You've seen him, he's come over a few times and talked to us. Let me see, there we go, maybe that's a little clearer now. But I went ahead, washed his truck, washed the trailer. Looks pretty good, actually. Shines up pretty nice. Obviously, you kind of see where we work out of. It's not the best place in the world. A lot of people don't actually even have this, so I'm pretty lucky to have it. But anyway, so that kind of goes down the lines of what happened Friday night. I'm not very proud of it. I'm honestly actually very upset, and I'm trying to say words that won't get me kicked off of YouTube. Nobody to blame but me. Not trying to like make it sound like it's never my fault or anything, but if I didn't get spun out like that and drove through, then I think we could have been all right the whole night. But it is what it is. It's the hand I was dealt. So but all in all, it was a mix. That wasn't gonna last. I didn't really like it how I had it welded up there, but it was the only way the shock fits without hitting the shock and tearing that up. But I take ownership of that. So, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it sucks we don't have transponders, and it really sucks because I don't know. I couldn't show you guys proof of exactly how fast we were, but I am telling you that is the most comfortable I've felt in this car. And we were fast. Like, we are fast. We were fast, we are fast, we're still fast, we're going to be fast. This car Friday night was on rails. Anywhere I could put it on the racetrack, it went. So, is what it is. But we're getting unloaded here today. My little, there you go. That thing's pretty cool. That's an air jack. You just put air up in here like that. Make sure that's closed. You turn this on, and that whole bag just comes and rises right up. It's pretty cool. It lifts the car up pretty quick. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, we got a mess in here. It was also like 1,000 degrees out, so like my helmet is pretty soaked. Yeah, it's pretty gross. But yeah, it was like 1,000,000 degrees out here at Southern Raceway on Friday, so that really didn't help much. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Come on. There it is. Oh, nobody shut off my master switch. Alright. Yeah, coming back real quick. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Well, I'm gonna use you guys. Ready? One. Okay, look at that. Oh. Oh my God. All right, now we're ready. Go ahead and turn this just a little bit like that. Hold up. Let's go check this side. I seen that string move. Oh yeah, we're good. I got this idea in my head for my shock. Thinking about it, these uppers are a different style than what I was running last year and the year before. I never actually checked shock clearances in a different mount location, so I'll show you so you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from. If you look right here, that's a mounting location for one of those Weir's adjustable shock mounts. Go right in here. There's adjustable holes, right? And then obviously this, which I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bung welded through the chassis here, which is from, you know, factory, which is from Shaw. And then obviously down there, but there's two holes. Those two holes, I ran a Clevis style shock mount, and all it did was just bolt through the lower. I think I still have one. If I do, I'm gonna put one in there. I'm gonna remove the spring from the lower, so I'll probably pop the upper ball joint out, wiggle the spring out, and then I'm gonna go through the travel without the spring in there. I'm gonna jack up on the lower, bring it all the way to the chassis where it touches, because these cars they touch right there on the bottom of the chassis. So I'm gonna bring that all the way up, so it should be full travel on this guy, and the shock will sit in between there, kind of like what this side is, where it's right there in the center. I'm hoping that I can get it mounted like that. If I can't, then we're gonna go ahead and take this lower off, take it off of the car. I'm gonna bring it to work. I got a couple friends in the back shop that welds up a lot of our chassis and stuff there at well, they don't weld up the chassis, they do a lot of the fabrication, putting the bodies up, mocking the bodies there at Velocity. So I'm gonna get with one of them guys and see if after work or at home, or little side project for them, see if they'll weld that up for me. But I got a whole box of stuff. Yep, there it is. This guy right here. I just got to find a bolt, which usually should leave it right there. There's a weird shock bolt. So I got one in here, I don't think. This is kind of like my junk drawer. I got a bunch of miscellaneous random stuff in here. So I don't see anything in here. However, I will take these, those guys right there. Okay, I just wanted everybody to be aware that this is for mock-up purposes only. The bolt is not all the way through the lock nut. That's the shortest bolt I got. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. It's not the it's the shortest bolt I have, yes. I have a longer one, but it's too long. So that's just going to be there for now. Then this guy right here, it's an adjustable shock mount, 1 3/4 tube. It comes with the metal you weld onto the chassis, which are those guys right there, and then it actually comes with the bracket. So I'm gonna set this up. I'm kind of set this up somewhere you guys sort of kind of see. So this is just a package. It comes with all this, the bolts and everything. I have different bolts for it, but like I said, this is only for mock-up. I'm just gonna see if this is even remotely worth my time to try to figure out. I've had the shock mount mounted up there the last couple of years where it was, and I'm just not a great welder, but as you can tell, these are just the plates that get welded on. I keep those just in case if ever been one of these. Bolts are nothing special, but let me kind of rough mount this. Oh man. Ow, dang it, that hurt. Alright, it's just for fun, we'll just do that. There's a lot more precise measurements going in this, more involved. This is just, like I said, this is just temporary. So that goes in there like that. That goes down there like that. Now I'll be right back. Alright, so as far as right now, we're good to go. I plan on getting to the racetrack early in the morning. Well, not early in the morning, but earlier than usual. Get this thing up, get it on jack stands, go over everything once more. I did that here as well. I did it here at the house. Just kind of put my hand on everything. Anything I thought was weird looking, I put a wrench on. I mostly just, touched everything with my hand. Typically you can find stuff like that. It would be beneficial, obviously put a wrench on everything, but I just kind of put my hand on everything, made sure stuff that was supposed to move moved, make sure stuff that didn't move or it's not supposed to move didn't move. Checked all my fluids, greased everything. The only thing I can't get to right now is the dang tail shaft and the transmission. It's really tight, so I got to jack it up and do that, but I plan on getting it on jack stands tomorrow at the racetrack, so I can get that then. Other than that, I mean, there wasn't damage. There wasn't really a whole lot of damage besides the right front stuff that I went ahead and figured out. Right now, kind of just seeing what I got for tires. I'm running really low on sets that I have, like decent set tires that I have. So this one looks pretty decent. I'll probably bring that one with me, and swap out this right rear. Oh yeah, look, gotta get a bolt, which I can do that here in a second, but that right rear is pretty wore up. So that I'm gonna break down, but I gotta get that bolt fixed there. Okay, so I completely missed that, so that's fun. Well, my bad. So good thing you guys are there, because I'm glad I noticed that. But anyway, so yeah, I'll go ahead and put that on there, pick out my tires that I want, probably roll this car back. I'm gonna have an early night tonight. I've been out here till 11 o'clock at night trying to get this race car situated and figured out and all ready to go. So tonight will be an early night for me. I just wanted to roll it out and double check a couple things. Here's my right front situation. So I got a new lower coming. Should be in the mail tomorrow. I got a new lower, a complete new lower. Lower comes with ball joints, the bushings in the back, and it is ready to pretty much bolt on. I just got to drill a hole for the shock, which I'm working out a different shock situation right now. This is a big body shock. There's not a whole lot of clearance at full travel on this thing, so I really need to be watching that. I really need to be careful, but I should not travel that far as far as where it hits at all, unless something's really broken. But so we got the shock relocated, situated better. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The roar of a 604 methanol burning, red, white, and blue flying Memorial Day weekend horsepower getting IMCA modified. So I probably could have said that a lot better for something with a lot of horsepower, but I just wanted to be cool and sound cool, so that's why I said it. I mean, it's just a 604 crate. It's not like a big block Ford or nothing, but yeah. Well, so there that is. Boom tube sound pretty good. Careful, they're hot, don't touch them. I've always wanted to roast a marshmallow off a header tube before. I think this would be the perfect car to do it. A little methanol tasting marshmallow. Might be good, might Might not be, I don't know. Guess we'll try it. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying about racing. So this car's ready. For the most part. I mean, I greased it last night after, you know, I got off the GoPro camera. I went through, greased everything. Still didn't get to the tail shaft yet, so I'm gonna write that on my whiteboard. Grease tail shaft. So this is all gonna get changed. It says Southern Raceway, but Joshy or Cheyenne are the ones that make it all nice and pretty and neat, and our motto, get some. I don't know if any of you guys seen it or not, but the movie Division III, Football's Finest, the main character there, his name's Andy Dick. He's a really funny actor. He's hilarious. I love that movie. I've watched that movie millions of times. I quote that movie all the time. But kind of sort of earlier in the movie, he said, "Get some." Well, it's just stupid, okay? It's funny because it's stupid, but it stands for go every time so others may every time. Makes no sense, right? That's the funny. That's where the funny comes in. The whole movie, get some, stands for completely different things. The entire movie, he says it like 3 to 4 times, and it stands for something completely different every time. It's funny. So get some. I like to have a good time when we go racing. I like to have a good time. To me, it's friends, hanging out, working on race cars, and having fun. That's what it's about. So hence the get some. But anyway, I'm gonna write this down because you guys told me to write this down. So grease tail shaft. 2 short pumps. The 2 short pumps, when we got the transmission rebuilt, it actually wrote it in Sharpie or marker or whatever on the tail shaft. 2 short pump, or no, I'm sorry, 3 short pumps or 2 long pumps. But I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 short pumps because pretty much every time I touch this race car, that's one of the first things I do. So I don't want to overload it with grease. So that's going on there. Number 2, fill up car with fuel. Number 3, change gear. Reason why I didn't do that yet is I don't 100% know what I want to do yet. I know what I ran last time was a 542. I think I could get away with a little bit more RPM, but there's a 549 in the car for Southern Raceway anyway, so I'm gonna hold off on that. That's why I didn't change it yet. But at the racetrack, we do need to change gear. Let's see. Can you guys remember anything else? Good, we're in agreement. I think, let's wipe it down. Go ahead and wipe the car down. Wipe car down. I already did this, but don't tell my crew that so they can do it again. We are going to W de everything. Look at that. WD everything. Alright. That I do believe is what is left. Everybody, it's Deep South race day. We're loading up. We're getting ready. We're gonna go get dirty, turn some laps at Deep South in Loxley, Alabama tonight. Let's go. Bye, everybody. All right. So, race car's unloaded, tires are off, marked, whatever, balanced, whatever, same difference. Cheyenne's got the fan going. She's got the trailer set up. We got some snacks. And we're waiting on the crew. Guess nobody got the memo that we got a lot of work to do and got to be here early. Well, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, we're at Deep South. It's a hot one. I'm already sweating. I already want to go home, take a shower, come back and race. But way off in the distance over there, there's a racetrack. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I can keep you updated throughout the night. I don't know. We're supposed to be moving this show along pretty good so we get out of here at a decent time. So, I don't know. We'll find that out real quick, I guess. Good fish. Anyway, see you guys. Alright, well, it's kind of loud over here.
Josh, how old is 16? Number 16 spot? Chris Bayhigh picks it up. 19.351 on lap 2. He'll bump Austin Rogers.
So, we got Joshy Poo working hard. Dirty. Dean, you ain't dirty enough, boy. Alright, fair enough. So far the right front situation's holding up. Almost didn't though, I'll tell you that. We were in our heat race and let's see, I started third. I think at one point I was like 4th or 5th or something. I was back up into 3rd when they spun out right in front of me, and I stuffed the brakes and didn't hit them crazy hard, but I hit them hard enough to like really feel it. So I was like, oh man, all our stuff bent, this and that. No, nothing bent, we're good to go, everything worked. However, when I turned around, because I spun out, I slammed the brakes, spun out, kind of hit them like this. I turned around and it was a red flag, and I'm like, man, we must have blocked the racetrack or something. I turn around, there's a car flipped upside down in the bottom of 1 and 2. At that moment, I knew that it was crazy. And I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not a quitter, but there's a fine, very fine point into where I will draw the line as when I'm done racing. And that right there, seeing him flipped upside down, I thought we had a little bit more damage than we did, but we didn't. And actually everything, we put the toe back to normal, and yeah, obviously the toe was out, so I'm thinking maybe a spindle's bent out of the whole ordeal, but it wasn't bent out a lot. It was maybe a 1/4 inch big. It ain't too bad. So we just put it back to where it needed to be. At that moment, I saw him flipped upside down. I'm like, I feel like we might have more damage. I'm gonna pull in. I'm gonna park it. It's a heat race. This is lap 3 of 8. And we got 3 tore up race cars. We got 1 car upside down. Let me tell you something too. There's 5 race cars out there at one time. So honestly, back of my head, tonight's probably not gonna go great, but I'm gonna keep a positive attitude. I'm gonna go try to win this race from the rear. We'll see. You know, but it sucks. It's racing. I mean, I get it, but man, I'm tired of getting used up. So I guess no more Mr. Nice Jordy anymore. I'm gonna start leaning into people the way they've been leaning into me and use them to turn. So if I gotta buy more rims, I'm gonna buy more rims, but I think I think maybe they'll get the point across that I don't come here to just get pushed around like that. I might be a nice guy on the camera, but Mr. No More Nice Jordy out there on the racetrack no more. Not having it. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna push some people around. So, anyway. Very good. Very good. Anyway. Alright. We're looking good.
Yeah.
We're excited. I guess we're excited. I don't know. I'm not really excited, but I'm here to have fun, I guess. So, we'll see. Alright. Bye, everybody.